Are you looking to put some spruce back in your rust bucket step? Does your automaton need some fresh oil to get them going in the morning? Well, come on down to Fantastic Pete's Automaton Fix-It Emporium. We can just about fix everything. Have a justice unit who can't swing a sword or a farm bot who can't plow the field? We'll bring them on down to Fantastic Pete's Automaton Fix-It Emporium. For mentioning this ad, we'll give you a 20% discount on all oil changes, hydraulic diagnostics, and high-gloss finish. Or if you just need an oil change for your robot, we can do that for a low, low price of $3.99 of gold. So, come on down, bring your robot friend for a tune-up. While you're here, make sure to stock up on Fantastic Pete's Synthetic Blend of Warforged Motor Oil. We only serve the best here at Fantastic Pete's, and when you're here, your family.
We're located just off exit 17 on Road 37. Located just inside Valmoda across from the Wonderland Cat Emporium and Acupuncture Clinic. Keep an eye out for our mascot Pepper and Pete, the steel golem, as he'll wave you on in. And remember, when you're here, your family.
No, really, listen. Did you know that every day you're just throwing money away online? Well, you are. No, shut up, you are. Did you know there's a simple web extension you can add to your browser? It's called Electrum. Electrum saves the site you're on and it looks for the best prices and possible coupons so that you can save that sweet, sweet gold on your online purchases. See this dagger? Look how shiny. With Electrum, I saved nearly 3 copper pieces on this dagger. Think about that. When you're spelunking into dungeons and throwing those daggers left and right, you run out, right? And unless you find a dragon's hoard in the keep, it's on you to resupply your collection of daggers, darts, arrows, and caltrips. With Electrum, you're guaranteed to save on each of your purchases. Over the last year, I've saved nearly a platinum piece with all the savings that Electrum has been able to cut from those Vimurosian prices. I could invest those savings back into adventuring gear, or I could buy a round of drinks for the party after a successful raid. And that's all thanks to Electrum, the web plugin that will save you money on your online purchases. Just follow our link and sign up now. Why are you waiting? Go, now! Well, maybe after the rest of the video, but go after that, and make sure to tell them we sent you.
My guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It's Jacob here, and I'm going to take you down a consensual stroll to a place called the Ampersandbox merch store. It's a pretty rad place located over at streamlabs.com/Ampersandboxttrpg/merch. And it's got all kinds of Ampersandbox goodies. Not to mention, we're working on getting more badass gear listed over there. Okay, so again, we're going to head on over to streamlabs.com/Ampersandboxttrpg/merch. Here, you're going to immediately be greeted by the work hard, play hard, eat hard, tea and tanks for men and women. A classic Ampersandbox goodie. If you scroll a little bit further down, you'll find a whole bunch of other gear though, like the Venture into Vimuros embroidered patch, or this dope distressed dad hat. There's even a simple mouse pad with Josiah's face. We'll have the rest of the crew up there. Eventually. Anyway, maybe a simple tee is more your style. So, let's check this one out. This is the Ampersandbox Venture into Vimuros tee. It features our primary logo on the front of the shirt, while the campaign logo is displayed across the back. Revolutionary, I know. This shirt is absolutely fantastic, and has become a daily driver for me. The fabric is just thin enough that it's breathable and light for those hot summer days, while still being thick enough to count as a layer on those wintry nights out on the town. And it's available in gray, emerald, maroon, black, and a white-gray flecked color. Oh, what's that, Josh? You need your star player to re-record his lines from the last episode? Not a problem, I'm on my... Oh, you mean Zanog? Oh, alright, fine. I'll go get him. Okay guys, I've got to run, but feel free to explore on your own. This shop is seriously rad.
Hello, fellow story weavers. I am Josh McGee. Let me regale you in the tales of bravery, mystery, and Patreon. Are you ready to take your love for Ampersandbox to the next level? Are you interested in exclusive content such as custom stat blocks and maps, Q&A videos, deep discussions about characters, campaigns, and settings, or even just hanging out and indulging in the hot mess that is our aftershow? Well, you're in luck. Here at Ampersandbox, we've been bringing you the juiciest RP, insightful talk shows, structured podcast reviews, and captivating interviews. But guess what? We want to do more. Introducing our Patreon page, where you can become an integral part of our ever-growing community of creators. By supporting us, you'll unlock an extraordinary vault filled with all things Ampersandbox. Picture yourself engaging with the cast, diving into the secrets of our campaigns, and even shape the future of some of our stories. How about early access to our episodes, so you can be the first to witness our heroes' tragedies? Triumphs. But wait, there's more. As a patron, you'll receive personalized shoutouts, exclusive Discord channels, and the chance to be part of our exciting live events. Your support means the world to us. With your backing, we can continue to deliver high-quality content, upgrade our equipment, and bring even more excitement to your screens. Together, we'll weave tales that will forever be etched in the halls of gaming history. So gather your gear, ready your dice, and embark on this incredible journey with us. Head over to our Patreon page, where the magic truly happens. Join us as we build a thriving community of passionate tabletop role players. To all current and future patrons who make this all possible, cheers to you. Hello and welcome one and all. I am Josh Omega. I'll be the host and story weaver tonight. I think I said host multiple times, but that's because I'm the host the whole time. What? These are our valiant adventurers. Our At least the people that play the adventures. James, Alex, and Jacob, how's everyone doing on this fine evening?
All right. I'm ready to go. I'm listening to you. Ready to loaded. Okay, we sound far away.
Who sounds far away?
All of us except for Josh.
Well, it's the same thing as
what are you
check
doing? Check that audio mixer.
What are you doing, Josh?
Oh, I know what. In fact, I don't know what.
Liar!
Liar.
That's impossible.
I love our green screens that we have set up.
It's working out, I think.
Yeah, definitely gives us more space. I would love to give us like an occult symbol behind all of us, but I'd probably do that for one of my one shots.
I would love to join in on doing something like that. Right now, as it is, I could be barely handling doing this right now.
Have you guys
Which is weird.
Have you guys heard much of the new system coming out? DC-20?
What?
Yeah, I guess I don't know much about it either, but I know it exists and what I've heard from it. I watched Bob World Builder video and it looks good.
I need to check out DC-20. Because yeah, I've heard a lot of good things, but everyone who likes it, like they make their job liking
things. So
yeah,
I'm like, are we actually going to get like a critical review of this? Like, what is good, what isn't?
Volumes should all sound normal now.
I'm checking. Everyone talk.
Oh!
Things. We sound better.
And everyone stops talking.
Yeah, there we go. We sound better.
Good.
Yeah, because like, you know, Daggerheart, we're pretty critical of that, but
Yeah.
Insert critical role joke here.
Yeah, critical role. But like, I want a new thing to work and be cool, and become ubiquitous where everyone's using it. But so many things are just like D&D light or D&D adjacent, but they don't have the web or the spread of what Dungeons and Dragons has, because everything new is just competing with how many, like 50, 60 years of
established design,
like name recognition. So
tough spot.
Until there are like streams playing it and a movie in the works about it, or they have a cool lore that people are making fan books around, D&D's gonna reign supreme. Yes. And even then, like, if it's too similar to D&D, then people will just say it's in the D&D universe, or or people will just attribute it to Dungeons and Dragons. That's why I really want like futuristic stuff to come out.
Yeah, everything's on a fantasy
Starfinder.
setting.
Yeah, Starfinder. Make that popular, but easier.
I am going to top off my sweet tea, and we're going to get rolling.
It just disappears into the background.
Who, me?
Yeah, you like just like.
But
do the green screen.
You're gonna say something.
Yeah, I can't remember if the system is different than D&D, but I think that someone who has a good chance of making something that stands out tabletop in the tabletop world and that could actually compete with D&D, if it's not the same system, is Brandon Sanderson. He has his Cosmere tabletop coming out. I think it's next year, I want to say. Or at least that's the rumors I've seen. Yeah, I mean, he's a massive author. And he's got a absolutely huge following right now. He's popping off on like TikTok, and he had like, I think Kickstarter's most profitable Kickstarter ever happen with his last set of books. I mean,
yeah.
I think
another meme is that he's just like pumping out books like turds. You know what I mean? Like he's just like.
Oh yeah. He's like, hey guys, I got sick. Here's another 500,000 word book.
Right.
I think that's like with his stuff. He's already established, and Sarah Maas it has
Yeah.
this too, where it's like if you already establish your world, it's easier to write stories within it. Like, okay, what if I had a player who was in this point in their story at this location? What would their challenges be? Who are the players, and so on. So I think that's one of the things he has going for him is he's just really developed his world.
His entire universe. Well, and I think that he's got a really good. He does hard magic systems, so it's like the rules are there and they don't get broken. You know what I mean? And if they are broken, it's because God broke them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I think that his stuff has a lot of potential to spark a new system.
Speaking of establishing your world, a message from today's sponsor, World Anvil. Just kidding. We don't have sponsors.
I mean,
I'm the
I
sponsor.
technically, if you guys wanted to, you could use discount code JIVE5E. That's the number 5E over at Prism Lens FX. You get 15% off of your order. Just saying.
I love
Or
that.
you know what we
JIVE5E.
we could do is go to Firehouse Coffee and become what is that? Get a little code to put in. Not a sponsor.
What are you talking about?
I am so sick, guys, but it's fine. There's a brand, Firehouse Coffee. They're looking for
Affiliates?
people to affiliates. There we go. My brain is not working today. Work was hard for doing not a lot.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, so I'm at a good barbarian level, I guess. Is where I'm
good.
going.
You're gonna
I barely know how to read right now. Let's go.
My TBI is acting up. All right, who wants to do last time?
I don't even know what happened last time.
Yeah, what do you mean? We don't need it last time. Go to our TikTok if you want to know what happened last
Yeah.
time. Let's get this shit rolling.
That
We
totally
are
reliable
rolling.
narrator.
Aurelio paces the ground floor of the hotel, asking strangers, "So, you fancy a gamble, do you? Well, once we have things more established, and maybe have a new name, this is the place." And he is just advertising, walking around and doing that. And he's gonna cross to you guys at some point and say, "Oh, also there, Thalius Thane, my good friends, hello. Thane, again, I can never repay you for what you did. I was wondering, pondering a few things. I want to rename the casino. Shayru was speaking about me being maybe like a mascot or a front man, a marketer of some sort, and, I don't know, what do you guys think of, like, horns and halos? Because I'm the asthma and she's a tiefling. The duality is unprecedented.
Horns and halos.
Or maybe
What was,
like...
the name, what was the name before?
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I have no idea. Ask Shayru. But whatever it was, it could be better now. all of Velmoda's rebuilding. Why not us as well?
Do most Asemirs have halos? I don't think I've ever seen them with halos.
Well, I mean, I got wings, maybe like
I think it's implied.
fiends and feathers, perhaps.
You know, Aurelio, I like your spirit, but casinos need to give a name that makes people want to lose their money, and Horns and Halos seems more like a brothel's name.
Heaven and Hell Hotel. Heaven and Hell Hotel.
Now we're.
I think that's the first complete rhyme you've ever said. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
wait, what?
shooketh by your.
Very close to a copyright infringement as well.
Oh, good. we like being close to the edge.
What if we did something like, I don't know, just spitballing here, like 60 feet of hearing.
Are you talking about the name being 60 feet of hearing?
No, I'm saying, Aurelio, you need to get 60 feet away from me. Your ideas are bad.
Well, I can leave it in your hands. Thalius, you brainstorm an idea for this establishment, and I'll do my same, and maybe we'll have like a voting panel.
I just feel like the casino's got to be a one-word kind of deal, you know? It can't, like, the things you guys are coming up with are good, but I think they're good for, like, books or brothels or, you know, the like.
Books and brothels, okay.
No, that wasn't my contribution. But,
The horny hamster. That is my contribution.
it's getting worse.
Again, that sounds like a rabbit
I think-
folk brothel.
Horny, I understand, because Sheru and the horns and all, but I don't think I resemble a hamster, or if that's pushing the duality theme I want.
How about Aurelio
Oh.
saying, let's put a pin in this,
Yeah.
I agree.
and we'll come back to it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
We
maybe we'll
we
get
need
some
time to think of
inspiration.
it.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some inspiration as we talk to the local folk about what they love about this town and are willing to part with their hard-earned money, because that's ultimately what we want, is them to part with their money, bring people in, part with their money.
Well, I mean, certainly it's well known the house wins, but you could be a winner too.
You don't need to pitch me, Aurelio.
Oh. You... I'm just, getting used to it, I suppose.
Yeah, go brainstorm and give me 10 names by the end of the day. How about that?
10 ones. Okay, all
10.
right.
They have
Really
to be different
of them.
names.
They can
7
be
of them
different.
have to be good.
All 10 will be good, I promise. I swear by it.
I don't
And he
think
strums
Thinking
a
mood
couple...
on.
He strums like the one chord he learned yesterday and walks down the rubbly town talking to people.
that kid's gonna get himself killed, and it's gonna be glorious. I can already tell.
I don't know about that. He's kind of charming.
I
Not
think,
at all.
I think someone's gonna break that lute guitar thing of his pretty quick.
It's nothing a mending
Nah,
spell
I'm
can't
sure.
put back together.
Exactly. I think old Aurelio will be fine. He is the mascot of a very successful casino, I guess.
You know what? Maybe we could call it cheetahs and make him wear a cheetah costume, and then that way we don't have to hear him talk.
Something tells me we're never going to not hear Aurelio talk.
True.
You hear Aurelia talking, approximately 59 feet away.
I say
Nice.
over. I step 2 feet away from him.
It's outstanding what 2 feet can do with your hearing.
Pin drop. Yeah, it just it goes from full on Aurelio to pin drop silent.
Well,
Alrighty.
I think we should be. We got, the kids are helping. Aurelio's helping. Alistair's helping. We should go and help the local folk around here. Maybe we could free them up to come and lend us a hand.
DM
Even run into
question.
Kieran.
Could you remind me what you tasked Lily, Leo, and Alistar with?
To clean up. To clean up the casino and help build rooms as dictated by Sheru.
Cool. Sounds good to
Now I
me.
understand the kids are kind of small. Aurelio was supposed to help, but we know he's not very helpful. We also were gonna help have Blamlin, Edu, Duchess
No.
help too in cloak if they. No, there's 2 of them are scouring for stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those interested, Blamlu, Edu, and Duchess are all named after our first 3 people to interact with our TikTok.
I didn't even realize that.
Comment section.
You
One
know,
of them might be
collected those
Instagram. I don't
names.
remember.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that out and properly credit them.
Yes, there was some really good name suggestions, but they were tied with like character builds too, and those have not gone forgotten. I'm not going to name these 3 people after it. They'll come up.
Hopefully.
Essentially, you have a special place for those guys. The guys are just fodder.
That's right.
No.
And not everybody's fodder.
These guys are our first followers in this new world of Vimuros.
That's right.
They're not fodder.
We got to keep them
They're
alive.
something else, though.
They're triplets right now. That's what it looked like.
Triplets. Triplets and cloak.
Yeah.
Allsweather, what are your plans for the rest of the day? I was gonna go help. I saw some people taking rubble out of their houses or something. I was gonna go help them out. Maybe rage once or twice. Get it done.
Well, I have quite a few goals, but they can be summed up in just 2 tasks. One of which is I have a nagging feeling that we should locate that scoundrel of a knight, Kieran. Kieran or Kieran, I can't remember. But
Kieran.
I feel as if we should thank you, Thane. Kieran, we should locate him. He feels like a loose end that may bite our ass later. The other end of this wonderful, holy and unholy matrimony of a stick is I need to find a basilica to the 3 goddesses. Been quite some time since I've taken my vows over again.
So we're
Good
gonna
point. It has been quite some time.
we're gonna split the
Anybody-
party.
Anybody proficient in history?
I will tell
Check.
you in just a moment.
Oh,
No.
Yes.
hey!
To the history buff listening to our friend Allsweather. Oh, and a nat 20?
That. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
So, without a roll, just being proficient, you are going to say, good luck finding religious establishments in Valmoda, and with it being destroyed as well. Nat 20, you've probably actually been to one here. They're few and far between. Maybe if you want to describe how you might have ended up at a church in a place
Sure.
that churches don't go.
Well, so Allsweather, it's not so much a church. There is a small section by a body of water where people are allowed to make shrines and such. Last time I was here, someone did have a little shrine erected. It might still be there, it might not be there, but considering the devastation that's come to this town, good luck. But it's kind of that way.
My friend, it's perfectly fine. All I need to do is say my onesie twosies just for my sister Coldheart. Between us, I'm just in it for the fun powers. The goddess can go fuck herself. Some of these rules are just plain wacky. But Coldheart thoroughly believes in Coldheart. Sometimes she just gets her way.
Is your deity omniscient, or do you have? Can the only time that I hear you is when you pray? Because I feel like. what you
Oh,
just said-
no, I tell her to fuck off all the time. Nightmares. Bloody, awful nightmares every night.
I wonder if those are correlated, but you know what? You do you
That's-
on that one.
That's a possibility, but the power's fun.
Oh. Thane, you want to help me rebuild part of the town, or you got something you got to do?
I think I'm with Allsweather on this one. Kieran, I think Kieran needs to be found. I don't know where that guy. That guy could be up to something.
Well, just scream real loud, and I'll come running if you're within 120 feet.
And then you'll jump the rest of the way.
And I'll jump the rest of the way. But I'm gonna, like I said, I saw some people taking rubble off their houses. I'm gonna go help them real quick. I'll try and catch up with you. Just I'll probably head over to that shrine area if you're there in an hour or so, and then we'll meet back up later.
Sounds wonderful.
It's like a plan.
The way I see it, Thane, she's gonna like nudge you just a little bit. We've got a task to handle here, and a path to find to that shrine. Let's get after it. And she's just gonna start walking in a direction.
Roll a d8.
I had to find the button. Hey, it's a
Sweet.
6.
That's a good number. They need a D360.
Wait a second.
I'm sure you can
Wait a
type
second.
it in here.
How many D20s is 360?
Oh, that's not it. Because your lowest one can't be 1. Just for shiggles, there it is.
There you go. What does that look like, God?
Give me perception with advantage. Get a 13.
I mean, my passive perception is 18.
That'll do. You have a few friends that are darkly cloaked people. But that's not any cloaked person, that is Thalia. And she's sitting there, and she looks upset. Put you guys in this corner.
Wait, didn't we send them on
I think they were
Send
gonna leave
them
in the
off.
morning.
Okay.
Like they were gonna rest up, gather supplies, and then go.
Oh. So you said I see Thalia, not we see Thalia.
You're seeing her right away.
Just hanging out.
Sitting on a rock, head in her hands, tapping her foot impatiently.
I fine.
Yeah.
Right over there. It's Thalia looking real sad. Now, as the only woman in this party, I just want to give you a little bit of advice. Well, this is the perfect time for you to swoop in.
Why are
and
you
be
giving me
knight in
unwarranted
shiny
advice?
armor?
What makes you think I have trouble with women?
Just a hunch. And she start walking towards Thalia.
After Thane says that, there's gonna be like a SpongeBob still where he looks like he's just thinning his body, just getting more skeletal.
Like like those flapjack stills.
Yeah, he's got dark bags under his eyes.
A patch of hair missing.
Just withering away.
Just a hunch. Hi, Thalia!
Thalia looks up, gives you a quick smile before returning to her sad composure. As you put.
All right, what's got your cloak in a twist?
I want to do the task you've assigned for us so we can do our part for Agent 15. Even though we haven't been accepted or joined yet, but Helena is insistent we're not quite ready for that kind of travel, just the two of us, but I said I'd do it alone.
Well, going alone is probably not the best idea, but Helena, what's the holdup? You know, what makes you think you're not ready?
When Kieran was with us, we left Argos, it had to be more than 20 days now. We've been gone. We haven't had a hot meal in I mean, there's not likely to find one now, but we have one scroll for a barrel of spaghetti. I mean, I guess
Or
that would be
45 pounds of eggs.
For one day.
I'm feeling partial to go back where we met Cloak and them. Maybe we might have missed some items or something. I don't know. You found a potion, right? I don't know. I don't feel really prepared. Allsweather's there. Allsweather, you do see the pendant of your Pathfinder goddess hanging from her neck, and just from your purview, her actions and her beliefs are not lining up right now.
Oh, son of a bitch. What would Cold Heart say here? I already did this earlier, and that was really hard. Helena! I have a wonderful idea. You guys aren't leaving till the morning, correct?
Well, yeah. We're not ready to leave first thing in the morning, though. We don't even have, a way to start a fire.
Well, then, I'm gonna clap really hard, like in the middle of her talking. Well, then, that's a wonderful thing to hear, Thalia. Why don't you and Helena follow me and Thane? I think that we can have a little bit of what's a great word to say here? We can have a little bit of a bonding moment and get these spirits right back up, because I think you know, Helena, like you already, you're just a little scared. So let's all go on a little adventure together.
Thalia chuckles. kind of side-eyes Helena a little bit. Sounds like Mother, doesn't she? Helena groans and rolls her eyes. Let's go.
Fine. Do I sound like a mother?
I don't know if mother's the right word. You definitely sound like something, though.
She like shudders, just like a very like visible quake. I can't have that happening. We're gonna have to kill something real quick, real fast in front of them.
Is that your coping mechanism? Is just straight to murder?
Not normally, but today I'm feeling just a little bit murdery. Now let's go.
That's definitely not indicative of a greater issue, but hey.
So just start walking off.
Nice. As you're walking around, you see the few I've once described as rebuilding in the ways that they can. Casting, mending, heavy lifting, all of your standard labor practices, no OSHA.
Of course.
Every once in a while, there is a civil, what I call them? Civil Ordnance Patrol. Those things, those Warforged. Yeah. They're not doing much to help. They're literally watching people and then moving on. Where's Thalius now? This could be an hour and a half of pacing. Where's your goal, Allsweather? Thane?
We're going to the statue, I believe, and if we see Kieran on the way, we'll pick a fight, I guess.
Understandable. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I don't have an image for this place that James made up, but it belongs.
It could have been a fountain. It's whatever you want.
No, everything you said is well and good. You find yourselves at a three goddesses statue. It is crumbled. Dang, I named that. I actually named the thing you described earlier, but didn't write it down because it wasn't supposed to come up yet. But that's fine.
You're welcome.
Uh,
I guess we're going back. Let's start over.
So you find yourself at the foot of the statue of the Trinity. However, it is crumbled as it was smacked by an earthquake. Parts of it have fallen into this body of water. There is still an iron stone powering a little fountain. Looks pretty here amongst the rubble, besides the rubble. Your little group will meet here. And it's like down a weird alley and then, take a left out the right. It's tucked away. But you find it. A nice little oasis in the middle of this hellhole.
Wonderful. This looks like exactly the spot that Thalius described.
Oh, wow.
It's a fixer-upper.
Can you cast mending on this? This feels disrespectful.
Just like the sister. All right. She's gonna pull out her spell book and kind of casually flip through a few pages. Step up to the statue. We look back at Helena. Helena, now before I do this, would you like the honors?
Perhaps we could do it together. You said this would be bonding, no?
Well, that is the best thing you've said all day.
Yeah, also whether Helena wants to bond with you.
Thalius chuckling at all of this.
Now look. Let me just lay it out there. Unlike Thane right here, I have no predisposition to a certain order, if you know what I mean. And he's just gonna look at the group. So far, I see fair game all around. But that's neither here nor there. Let's bond together and mend this statue.
Thalia will lean into Thane. What is she going on about?
Honestly, most of the time I have no idea.
And
I just smile and nod.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'll just stand here.
So, how big is the statue area we're talking? Like, is it like I'm wanting to get real theatrical here. Like, can we like go like side by side around it and like like hands? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can do that.
100%. Let's do that then. I got me and Helena.
Yeah, you and Helena stand together. You you chant out the vocal parts of that spell simultaneously. Some rubble comes out of the pond.
Wait. What does Helena's sound like as she's saying this? Because from my end, what Thane and Thalia would hear is, "Oh, bibbity boppity boop, we're fixing up this goop. Put the statue back together. My name is Allsweather."
Hers is like hopeful, I guess sounding, but the language is somewhere between Draconic and Undercommon. Yeah, like that. Yeah, her face will twist in confusion as the magic works perfectly. A nearly 20-foot tall statue of the Trinity is back. It's not pristine, but the shape is the shape it should be now.
You see, friends, part of the lesson in this is that sometimes you can do unconventional things and still get a appropriate outcome. Just look at me. I said bippity boppity boop, when really the whole entire spell's in another language. But that goddess up there, no matter how many times I tell her to fuck off, she still listens. And she's gonna look at Helena. And you need to listen to your heart. You know that you're prepared to do this. It might be unconventional, it might be scary, but you can do this. Well, let's get out of the way. Thane needs to say his prayers before he wets himself. Let's go.
I truly every day I spend with you, Allsweather, I am further confused. I'm gonna go walk up to the statue and get very dramatically flush my cloak out and then take a knee here in front of the statue and grab onto it. And I will close my eyes. And I will say, "Goddesses, hear me now. I am in need of your power. I am in need of your assistance. Fill me with peace. Fill me with light. Fill me with the strength to redeem those who need it. And most of all, give me the strength to fight my unknown ailments, for they are showing themselves again. Hail Mary."
You'll remain on your knee for just a moment, for a little moment of silence there to receive your blessings. However, in your entire paladin career, this is the most unanswered prayer you've ever offered.
What did I do?
Did it work?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think the phone's off the hook for some reason.
Try telling them to fuck off. That normally gets the attention.
Don't think I'll try that.
Works for me.
And I don't know how, truly.
What's Thane doing here at this mini monastery?
I mean, that would have been
Thalius might be the THA name.
Me? At the shrine?
Yeah.
I'm not at the shrine yet.
Okay.
I was helping.
You are helping. You're doing good.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Roll, Thalius, roll 2d6. You put yourself in with some commoners.
7.
They are grateful for your help, as any kind person would be. That's it.
With the strength of hill giants, I will repair your house. As I just pick up stones and lift them and put them random places. Just
Hill
no
giant
laughter on
laughs
top
at your
of their
strength.
house. Yeah.
How convenient.
No, that's not it.
I could take a hill giant, honestly. I'm stronger
Nice.
than they are.
Nice.
You want to wrestle? If there was, is there a hill giant there?
No,
If not,
I'm being
okay.
crazy.
Okay. Be like, you want to wrestle?
Crazy.
There are other strong folk, but you're good. You're being helpful. They
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Yeah, and then I'm just talking up the casino. Like, yeah, if you need a place to stay, we got a decent roof instead of this caved-in roof over by the casino. You're welcome to pitch a tent there. Come on and relax. We're gonna hopefully, maybe have some music playing this evening and light a little bonfire and make it a little homey for everybody. So
I hate to ask this, but would it be a free stay? It's hard to make money these days.
as long as you pitch in, help clean up the place, and do a little bit of that, and then go and work on your own house with a more, The only reason I say that is because we're trying to clean up the place. So if you're also there, we don't want to push you out of the way, but and helping each other out. Once I'm done with the casino, I'll come out here and also help you. Try to divvy up my time as much as possible.
Some other guy just finished using some stick he found for leverage to move a boulder. Ugh, yep, sounds right. By day I'm a builder, but at night I'm a builder.
By day I'm a brute, and by night I'm also a brute. So we got that in common. You need help with that?
I actually just finished, I think, for now. And, Thalius. Well, first of all, something is going to happen for Thalius and that little cleanup crew. And for the people a couple blocks down the road, give me a perception check. I'm looking for, 17.
Everyone, or just...
Just, Thane and Allsweather. 17 perception. Thalius, you will pass because of your proximity.
Cool.
I mean, so my passive is 18.
I want the check. I want the ability. This is...
Okay.
There's a chance to
12.
fail, so you're going to roll. There
I
you
imagine
go.
22.
any stones that are too big, I just take out my hammer and I smack them, crack them in two.
Oop, not that. Not
See,
that.
you gotta aim for the fault line. See that line right there on those stones? That's where you gotta hit it with the hammer. Then it chips right off.
The two clerics at the mini monastery, you undoubtedly smell, and Thales and all the little construction crew there. You smell something cooking. You smell a hot meal. I'm being invaded. 1 second.
Whoa! Through the veil, a demon arises.
She materialized. No! What was that? Misty Step?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
What?
That's name.
What are their names?
Yeah.
What?
This is Jacob. This is James. This is Alex. That's Josh. And this one's Amelia.
Oh.
What are their names?
I just told you all their names. Yeah, but what are their names?
You work on that perception skill.
Or the history.
You just failed an
Or
intelligence
history.
check that was handed to you.
Been there. Been there big time.
Her clearly dump stat. Her highest stat is the charisma right now.
You can only hope that it balances out with age.
Yeah. One goes up, the other one comes down.
Yeah.
You don't get your next. You don't get your next attribute plus until what, like level 8?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Amelia, you got 2 minutes. Amelia, come on, let's go.
Can you say goodnight?
Dang.
Good night.
Good night.
Love you. See ya.
We were infiltrated.
Thalius,
My
what are your
detect
top-
people should have gone off.
Thalius, what are your top 3, or just top 1, whatever? What are some wonderful foods you would kill for right now?
Oh, right now maybe like mimic gazpacho face meat.
Mimic tongue.
Mimic
Yep.
tongue. It is a delicacy. If you
Yep.
slow roast it, or you brine it for like 24 hours in some like heavy sea salt, and then you slow roast it, it's delicious. That, or maybe some basilisk tail, like center steak. Oh, that's delicious. Yeah, heavily salted.
Mm-hmm. So, for the most part, everyone everywhere smells. A restaurant is kicking off for the first time in a while, and for Thalius, you know that there is, for certainty, without doubt, there is some mimic tongue being prepared.
Oh, I just like float. I'm like,
Like the cartoon wolves.
yeah. I just
Yeah.
my nose guides me as I float along the path. This is in my head. Everyone else just sees me like zombie walk, drool, like. But I'm just like in my head floating along. Oh, with a little bit of like chimichurri sauce or green, like verde, maybe a little bit of grits or greens.
Pretty greens.
Drooling.
Oh, and maybe like a steam bun shell.
And back at the mini monastery, Helena was able to smell it, and also was able to smell it. Helena's eyes go giant. My prayers were answered immediately. But where's it coming from?
Follow your nose. Find that path. Helena, you can do this.
And Thalia. Wow, you guys are a bit nutters, huh? She did not smell it. Elena, do you not realize how much this is like Mother with her, like, your religious field trip, and now you feel all better? Whatever, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't say that. Helena raises an eyebrow to her sister. Well, so what if it works? I do feel better now. And there's something. Do you not smell this? And Thalia's like, smell what? Whimsy?
It is very close to the same smell, to be fair. But no, Thalia. I think that you just need to smell harder.
Thalia will re-roll with advantage because you insisted she should smell
Just
harder.
stares at her.
Nat 20!
Nat 20 smell.
I feel like you're Remy.
I'm
from,
smelling hot. Oh!
like Ratatouille.
Okay.
You're describing the sense to her, and you like make her slow down and focus.
Mm-hmm. You see, if you really start to take in the smells, you can smell the mimic tongue with just a little bit of cayenne on top. A smidge of salt undertone with butter. Just browned butter underneath it.
That's when that smooth jazz in the background starts playing. It's, her vision turns black and just color.
So it's not smooth jazz, it's like goblin band.
Thalia's entire existence is nearly silent. All the time, she's a quiet gal. But you hear her stomach growl with ferocity. She's ready to go where you want to take her, if it leads to that smell.
Aye, fine.
Yeah.
Are you done saying your prayers? Has Shantae or any of the others that aren't as important said anything back to you?
No, I don't think they have, and I don't know, it's concerning. I'm conflicted. I also don't smell anything either, so just a lot going on.
Well, maybe you need to smell harder. If that doesn't work, it's perfectly fine. We can go if you just follow
Just
us.
dishing out help actions. You need to smell harder.
Thane,
Smell.
give me a perception with advantage. But
smell's
only
gone
if
sour.
you can narrate how you smell harder. You still don't pass.
I still know the other one was a nat 1.
There's 0 essence of food within like 3-mile radius.
Yeah, like I even give it a nothing.
Maybe it's because you're dying.
Okay, come on. I don't think I'm dying.
Well, wait now. I thought we finalized all this information last go about.
I mean, you're not a medical professional. You're like very actively practicing heresy, and yet it's still.
You're not wrong, but most doctors are also quite heretical. Have you heard of this newfangled thing called science?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The artificers got their ways about them.
It's quite interesting. You know, maybe if we go check out that food, maybe Josiah's artificer, the one that drew all those drawings, might be there, and maybe they can diagnose you with science.
I don't think that's how it works, but hey, maybe the smell will also be drawing in Kieran. See if he finally comes back.
That'd be wonderful. And we can stab him. No, I'm kidding. We're not gonna stab him a lot.
Thalia's
I would
nat
like to know.
20. She's ready. What?
I was gonna say I would like to know the story behind how. Like, what do you guys know about him? Like, you guys traveled with him for a longer time than any of us. We barely even met him.
Oh, Kieran's a bit prideful, a bit, I don't know, stuck in his ways. He's very organized. Too organized for his own good, I think. The world doesn't come at you in sections, Like, it's not planned out in any type of way. I don't know. He's
Precisely.
that could have been partially why I felt underprepared, because he always was so on top of everything.
You feel like a lack of preparation in his absence.
Perhaps that could have been part of it. Yeah, I don't know, he's like a machine. Something's wrong. But he's... Partially, it does make him a good leader, because he doesn't miss any details.
Yeah, but he's probably a tough one to convince otherwise, right? Like,
Yeah, he's...
stuck with this.
Yeah, I don't know. He heard about the Agent 15, same as we did, and... I don't know. For me, I could go either way, but he was dying to get his foot in the door. I don't know. It's kind of ironic. We found the teleporter as soon as we broke away from his methods.
I guess you could say that. Well, hey, maybe he'll, once he gets some food in him, if he smells this stuff, he'll have a change of heart. Maybe the hunger was making him hangry or something.
Thalia will scoff. Detail-oriented. He was obsessive. He was meticulous and arrogant. Not much of a leader. If it wasn't any gain for him, he wouldn't have dragged us along at all. He was using us. I could tell that. But I realized if we made it to Agent 15, I could ignore him. Separate our ways. I just want to be part of something.
Something with greater purpose.
Right.
I feel you there.
Are you coming? Allsweather's down the road, the end of the alleyway.
Oh, Thalia would have been walking ever since her stomach roared a gallant roar.
Yeah, I figured we were all walking and talking.
Walking and talking. Thalia's leading the way with her nat 20 smell check. And Thalias and your little crew that you just invited to be roommates after knowing them for 2.5 hours.
Hey guys, you wanna live with me? You guys seem chill.
who wants some tacos? I swear, like I want to get everyone here some tacos. I'm following my nose. I want to kick in the door, but in like a nice way, not a I'm stealing the place way. Just like, whatcha? If I think the door can take it.
That's yeah. If there's a door, you all converge paths. Not too far outside of this overwhelming smell, this fragrance of meat. There's a bit of a gathering here, maybe 3 dozen people. Let me fix stream view. So you approach what is definitely just another broken, shitty building. You see people sitting at broken wooden tables and stone slabs that have been arranged to be a table. This is it. No one's got a plate yet. Nobody's eating just yet. But there's something going down here. And as you approach this place, you step through the arches. And as you do, I don't know what time we said it was, but it's going to be not quite sunset yet. It's going to be about like 4:30 p.m. And as you step through, your entire surroundings turn into the perfect evening. Whatever your personal preferred temperature is, that's what you get. Let me activate this. As you walk through, that's not the one. Activate. Where did you go? Here it is. And now you're not in here. And there's no lights. I can fix it.
I love eating in the dark.
Don't own a token with any vision in this scene.
Not yet. Where did I just put you guys?
Tacos. I could smell.
As you step through the arches, every archway's got a nice little harmony stone spirit, whatever I called them, harmonic spirit. A illusionary field of magic surrounds your body and surrounds this entire place. As you look out the window, the scenery of Almoda, all the ruins still exist, but it's a beautiful evening with dancing aurora lights, all colors you can fathom. All the tables are now beautiful, all the chairs are comfortable, everything is candlelit, and that smell is finally close.
We see it ourselves? Is there a maitre d' here, or how's this work? I just smell food. My stomach's grumbling.
The few people say that, say, take a spot while you can.
Or whoever wants to sit with me, I got the bill. Don't worry. Come on, just sit with me. Thane, Allsweather, you joining?
These people are just gonna huddle around Thalias after you said you got the bill.
Hey. Anyway, my name's Thalias. Just swept into this town. We're rebuilding the casino down there. What be your names?
Our names are they're written in the book of names.
My name is Allsweather Bright Eyes. Thank you for asking yet again, Thalias.
I got one if you want, from one of our YouTube commenters.
Yeah, let's do it.
We got Skitterborn of Scram, who's a rat folk. You don't have a rat folk there, but Skitter.
Skitter.
Unless that messes up your...
No, names do mean a lot.
Scram's good.
Any other suggestions? Any other?
I got some from. We got Skitter.
Who you got up your sleeve?
I got a lot of names, but they're from. If you're okay using them.
Hit me.
Okay. I got Taylor Justman.
Ooh. Just a man.
Yeah, just a man.
He's just a guy.
You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna make stat blocks for all these characters later, but
Nice.
you do whatever you want, unless you want.
Look, patron could be Taylor.
Yeah, and then we got Cassia Frazil.
Cassia.
Does she have a magic school bus?
She's got a magic pocket.
What? Close enough.
Well,
There it is.
With a K. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad that
yeah,
this
I
platform got an
stat
update.
form.
It used to be, if I changed their name, I'd have to change their name for the character sheet, and then I'd have to change their name for their token, and then delete them off the scene, and then re-put them in. But now I just,
yeah.
that's nice.
No, it just auto updates. Like
The man with longest hair there will say, "Well, I'm Taylor. This is Skitter and Cassia. What was your other questions?"
Oh, just what do you do around here? How long we gotta wait for food? What's going on? I'm hungry. I bet you're hungry too.
We are hungry.
Thane's
but
always hungry.
not quite from around here. However, the person that is starting here today, the chef, is like none other. I've been, I guess, a bit of a fanatic. I'm hoping to land a spot like a sous chef type thing to. I want to work with him. I want to learn from him.
You know, that sounds great. If we're fixing up the casino, we're eventually, once it's fixed up, we'll need cooks. So like, you learn from him. Maybe y'all could work for us. Hopefully it'll be ready soon. I mean, this is a fine establishment with the rubble and all. Yeah.
And being bashful now, but Skitter's my ranger, hired helper to help me traverse the lands, and Cassie is a cousin of mine, also, looking for a job, I guess.
So
or did you run into the? You ran into the right group.
Glad to hear it. And what are your names? What do you do?
Thane? What do you do, Thane?
Well, I'm just a bit of a wander right now. My name's Thane, as Thalius said here. I'm helping out, trying to find my purpose again.
That sounds pretty heavy. That's maybe like almost a trauma dump, but not quite. But still, well met, Thane. Well met.
I didn't trauma dump on purpose because I'm nice.
Yeah, we're letting that one simmer, and they'll tell us all what's up with them as he sees fit.
Taylor's gonna offer a large smile and a handshake to Thane.
I meet it very firmly.
Nice. Well met, indeed.
That's Allsweather. Allsweather, you want to introduce yourself?
She's sitting in the chair, kind of slumped back with her arms back, looking at the ceiling, just, "Oh, it's Allsweather, and where the hell is this food? Oh,
No, don't
we
worry,
can
don't
talk.
worry.
We
The
can
food is
talk
worth
about
the
what our
wait.
names and what we do after we eat."
Or during the meal, if you're not so busy stuffing. Listen, it
She
is
just
well
gives him a very
worth the wait.
serious look.
Yeah,
Now, the way this meal smells, I will not be saying words for several minutes as I savor every bite.
Doesn't talk on the first day.
And that is a good choice.
Yeah, Allsweather's about to sound like a duck eating a piece of bread.
I don't know what that means, and I say a lot of wacky shit, Thalius.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I'm Thalius. I carry a big hammer. I break stuff. Whatever. You know. Look at these muscles. I think they kind of talk to themselves. You need someone to pick up something heavy. I'm your guy. You need someone to crush some skulls. I'm your guy.
Need someone to pay for dinner?
Apparently, I'm your guy too.
That's great.
Well met there, Taylor.
Yes, well met indeed. We've only just met, and things are going swimmingly.
Can I insight check this group?
Go
just to
for
kind
it.
of see if it's
We-
up and up, you know?
Yeah.
I love how cold it is in here. It's like being back home.
That's a 10.
Cool, man.
That
Whatever
could have been a
is, yeah.
really good roll.
Could have been. Could have been. Your insight check. These people are literally hopping in on the opportunity for a free meal.
If y'all don't mind, is it rude to go check on the chef? Let him know that there's a couple extra heads here. It'll be like, hey, you know, we had like 5 more people show up. Is that rude?
I mean, I guess go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I wouldn't dare.
Oh, follow my nose. I'm gonna follow my nose back to that kitchen and
do?
peek in.
You see an oxen-headed man, quite furry in all places. And they've got some large steel grills. It is a one-man show in the kitchen. He does not seem rushed. He's taking his time, making a course.
Is it a minotaur or bovine person?
It's going to be a bovine person, because the Minotaur's got too much going on, I think.
Just double checking. Because I see that they got horns. So I'm just going to knock and be like, hello, hey, not to interrupt, it looks like a one-man show in here, but name's Thalius. A couple more people just sat down. I don't know if you're prepared to feed 10 people or not, but there's like 10, 12 people out there. I'm counting the few that came with me that aren't on the map. Just letting you know, any breadsticks or entrees, appetizers ready, I can help you dole them out. I used to be a waiter back in my youngin' days.
Gonzo, the bovine man's gonna turn and look at you. Kind of just give you a concerned look. Gives a teethy smile. You know, all molars. Well, wait, that's not it. It could be, that's fine. Well, I'm Gonzo, and I'm glad you found your way here. Give me another 5 to 7 minutes, and I'll have enough food for maybe 50 folk.
Oh.
Or half that if your stomachs are as empty as you look.
Oh, I could use food. You mind if I get like a pitcher of water for everybody? I'll go start dealing out some water.
Yeah, by all means. There's no running water here, but I do got some fresh water in a barrel. You can just take it.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just I'll get the whole barrel out there and.
Yep, looks like you can handle it.
I'm gonna go pick up
water.
the entire barrel and like put some cups on top, and then pick up the whole thing with a soup ladle, if there is one in there, to take it out.
There is.
And just like pass Thane and be like, howdy, Thane.
Yeah, the illusionary magic is just so stunning here. I'm in awe. Just like looking at all the cool shit he's got going on.
Oh, it's just pretty colors. You can see pretty colors by doing magic.
That's exactly what's happening. This is all magic.
What we really need here is some food. That's what we need.
Did you told Gonzo your name, right? He's gonna peek his head around the corner. Hey, you strong man, Thalius.
Yes, chef. What's up?
Come on, let's serve an appetizer to these folk, including yourself.
I'm on it. I pushed Thane slightly out of the way to get around. Just like I say, behind you, and I walk past Thane.
What are those dishes called with the little lid? Does anybody know?
Like, what kind of lid? Because they're...
Like the metal, like the dome lid over it. Anyways, I guess that's not important.
That's a cloche.
Cool.
Like, the dome itself is a cloche.
Sounds made up.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, like a cloaca or something.
So,
Maybe that's where it gets...
Yeah, that's a quiche. That's what they call a quiche.
there's going to be a long counter with 50 identical trays perfectly prepared with the cloche over them. Well, grab as many as you can and bring them to the people. And he's also going to do it.
I'm going to, I'm going to scale stack them on my arms like when I used to serve food and just have, like, 5 in each arm and then stacked on top as best as I can. Don't worry, I got this.
Well, that's good. That's good. Good. Let's say you take 2 trips. Gonzo takes a couple trips, and everybody's got one of these in front of them. And everyone's got the dish in front of them. I guess he would have some point said don't open it just yet. He'll stand in the middle of this restaurant. Big open arm gesture. Hello, everybody. My name's Gonzo. And I have a passion for not just making meals, but making memories. And he's gonna, like, look up and over everybody and just kind of gaze around the ceiling area. And the aurora night that is around you is gonna change into the imagery is now that you're on a giant ship in the middle of the sea. I'm gonna get a phone call. Hello?
Now I want to look it up. I feel like I might be wrong. That close.
Life is an emergency type situation. I'm gonna roll mid-roll and be right back. Welcome to Vimuros, where the destinies of 6 major cities are interwoven with power, deceit, and rebellion. The government and military cling to outdated laws, leaving citizens neglected and yearning for change. The city-states stand as bastions of safety amidst the impending chaos. The rest of the land is plagued by covetous outlanders, aggressive nature, and an undead uprising. The government neglects the people's individual needs, giving rise to factions vying for control.
The militaries of Vimuros are a force to be reckoned with, all but invincible when they stand united. To overcome their might, one must divide and conquer, striking when and where they least expect it.
The insidious Wonti operate in the shadows, led by powerful serpent humanoids. Their goal is to convert the population to their mysterious religion, with a secret agent embedded within the government, pulling strings from within.
The ancient lich necromancer Ogratis has been hiding in plain sight for centuries and is preparing to dominate Vimuros. Commanding an undead legion, including sentient lieutenants called cadavers, his sights are set on the pivotal City of Strength, Edafos.
In the face of this impending doom, Agent 15 emerges, a ragtag team of revolutionaries rejecting the government's attempts at guiding a nation. Their mission is to inspire a shift in the fundamental beliefs that inform citizens' privileges and responsibilities. The fate of Vimuros rests in your hands. Will you be the architects of change, or the unwitting pawns in a game of power? It is time to venture into Vimuros.
I'll stop saying all the smack talk I was saying.
Oh man.
What?
You wanna know a fun fact?
Sure.
Talking about octopus and squid. It's super gross. Let me actually preface this with it is gross.
Hold on. Once he's got the headphones in.
Those are tasty. I don't know what you mean.
Alex, we're live to the people, so don't be yourself, you know. And you're still muted, so I guess say whatever you want.
Yeah, no, I mean
NASCAR!
NASCAR! I'm not talking about squid and octopus are gross. I do find the texture of them off-putting personally, but the taste is wonderful. What I'm talking about, if you guys want to hear it, something gross.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, I have to take my dog to the vet tomorrow, because, yeah, James knows exactly where this is going.
I know what it is, and I just ate pigs in a blanket. Yep.
So, I have to take my dog to the vet tomorrow, because she has some gland issues, some anal gland issues.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to take her to the vet to get her anal glands expressed. And if you're curious, that's the actual fluid that comes out smells like squid or like octopus. It's like the strongest squid or octopus smell you've ever smelled in your life.
Yucky.
Yeah, so there's your fun fact. You ever smell that and you got a dog in your house? Go take him to the vet just to get him expressed.
Expressed?
Alright, we're gonna go back into Bovine's speech.
Yeah, let's go back to the speech. Good thing I took my headphones off. I could only hear little bits of it.
My
Fun
name
fact,
is
take it back.
Gonzo, and I love all things cuisine. Now, for everyone sitting here today,
I'm gonna time out the scene. The scene is fucked in on the stream.
Nice.
What?
it is.
On which one?
It switched to like our old one.
There you go.
Oh, just put Josh.
I fixed it.
There we go.
I'll let you all fine folk know now that tonight's meal is on me. There's no better way to advertise yourself than showing people what you got. And like I said, you guys are like in the middle of the ocean now, so it seems. And You may lift your cloche now and see before you chorus 1. This is a deviled egg. I guess he doesn't say that. You're gonna lift it up, and it's a deviled egg that's like a 1.5 feet wide. It's half of an egg.
Devil egg.
It's it's about a 1.5 feet wide, half an egg. It was a beautiful, creamy, spicy mixture with elven herbs and dwarven spices.
Is it vertical or horizontal half an egg?
Whatever the long ways is. Hot dog style, not hamburger style.
Oh!
He will describe the dish and what's in it and how, where the ingredients come from and stuff. The spices are from Edafos, and the herbs are from the other place, Xylea.
The other place.
Now, I've only made this once with the dragon eggs before, and I didn't have access to that this time, so these are the eggs of a griffin. And
wow. Perilous.
He'll give you about 10 minutes to work on that, and he's going to go back to the kitchen to do the finishing touches on the next dish.
What would go good with griffin egg?
And Taylor's going to be like annoying at this point. He's like, oh yes, I taste the I don't got these fantasy names made up.
What's your fantasy fine dining vocabulary like?
So if you want, I was making a recipe here. It's a truffle oil and horseradish reduction sauce. That's the bed, and then you have the hard-boiled griffin egg that has the deviled egg filling, which is like a stone ground mustard combined with a little of the Edafosian like cayenne pepper, and then it's topped with little like fish eggs with like a sprig of like of thyme.
Sounds good, man. Adventure in the Vimuros cookbook is coming.
I'll make all the recipes.
Taylor's gonna be a little over the top, like acting like he knows everything about what he's eating. He is passionate, which is amendable, and he's like, "Oh yes, I can, I can taste the subterranean pepper.
Subterranean pepper.
I believe it was smoked in a pine wood. Perhaps it's good. It's rich." And everyone else is like, "That shit's tasty."
Do you ever stop talking while you eat, Taylor?
No, why would I do that? It's part of the experience for me.
I have a question for the audience, though.
Yeah.
The bigger the egg, the tougher it is. So do you think that in order to cook this to be soft, he had to actually like undercook the egg slightly so that like the inside is just a little runny?
Probably. I'm not the audience that you're asking, though.
Whoever the audience is.
Whoever.
Hey, audience, answer the question.
My brain is now going off on like, how would I cook this egg?
And Taylor also mentioned the elven herbs he spoke of. I'm surprised he undersold it like that. This is certainly got to be a Kaluna leaf. It takes 100 years of moonlight for these to form.
Oh boy, Shantaeus tits. We need to get you paired with Aurelio, not with me.
Let me look at something. Everybody gets a temporary +2 to dexterity after finishing that course.
Oh.
Nice.
So Taylor, yeah, you know what? I've been helping Gonzo over there dish out some stuff. Maybe you should run back there once you finish your egg and like help him out. Maybe you could spy on a little bit of what he's doing. Pick up a couple things, look through his spices and whatnot, and learn something.
Now that is a good thing. That is a good idea. I have to learn all his dishes. I guess it's a good place to start is the free meal.
Yes, please go talk to Gonzo.
I'm gonna trace my finger around the plate and lick up all that that oil and sauce.
It's got just the right amount of spice.
It's like weird sensual. It's like I haven't had a good meal in a long time, so it's just like, oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Only Alistair was here to see this.
But I'm like looking right at Thane. Like, you gonna finish yours?
My plate is clean.
Okay. So the thing is, you only can eat the good stuff.
You know, it must be because maybe a little bit of my prayers finally went through.
You're like my ex's cat. They only eat the fanciest of feasts. Put anything else in front of them, they don't eat it.
That's one way to put it. That was delightful. I did enjoy that.
Hey, Thalius. Now this ain't gonna be my usual practice, but although you're enjoying my meal, I need you to help dish out the main course.
Oh, I'm ecstatic. Just point me in the right direction. It's over here, right?
The exact same situation. Different table, all beautiful made plates. Same thing.
And one for you, one for you. Don't forget to tip your server. One for you, one for you.
Get a haircut.
Nice.
I would hope that they're paying you enough here.
That's my tip.
One for you, one for you.
As you all lift open the cloches this time, you do see a mimic tongue steaks for everybody. You are smelling notes of wine. There's garlic and herbs. There's lots of baby vegetables all around the plate with it. There's potatoes, carrots, and such.
Do you think mimic steaks can turn into other forms of meat?
That's a good question.
I bet it's how you season it. It's like if you pour something salty on it, it causes it to like squiggle like octopus.
Tense up.
It turns into like a chicken leg.
Now, what you all see in front of you is mimic steaks. And they were farm raised by a good buddy of mine. It's
A mimic farm.
you
Do
see,
they just turn into animals?
Oh, it's quite terrifying.
he's gonna ramble. You guys can have your own little chatter while he describes the dish in the background.
I have so many questions about a mimic farm.
I mean, I wasn't planning to talk through this meal, but now I'm quite concerned that there's a mimic farm out there.
You know what? These taste free range. Are these free range mimics? I can tell by the earthiness of the
A stress-free environment.
Yeah, there's no fear in this mimic.
Well,
When,
I think
when they get fearful, it gets stringy.
he's gonna walk up to your table. There are other people, but they're not important, so they're not on screen. He'll walk up to your table. Yeah, you sound like you've probably had yourself a wild mimic a time or two, but when you farm them, you really can only do free range. I've only known the one
hard.
farmer, but I guess I might not know what I'm talking about. But what he's told me is you can't contain them like you would any other farm animal.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to walk through a doorway where they're at.
Maybe they're the door. I'm
Exactly.
just imagining a field of doors, all pretending to be a door.
Could you imagine if they got loose? They'd be like, "Ah, my mimics are loose," and they're just turned into the trees. You're like, "Where? Where?"
I think you'd have to just burn down the forest.
No, mimics. Once you keep them well fed, they're such docile creatures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ranger. I don't remember your name, but I think that you look like you might know a thing or two about a thing or two, and can you verify what Thalius has just said?
That would be Skitter.
Yes.
I know it's Skitter.
Well,
I can read.
Doubt.
I've never really encountered a mimic. And I've gone to ground and such, I don't know. I've taken down bears and tigers. Man, a time or two.
Oh my.
No, like aberrations or anything, though. Mostly beasts.
I've taken my fair share of men too. It's not something I wish upon anybody.
I bet you have, Thalius. I bet you know.
But as long as you end up on top, that's all that matters.
Ayo, as I take the last bite.
Allsweather, what do you mean by that? I was talking about fighting. What is he talking about?
Excuse me. All I was going to input is that sometimes ending up on the bottom can be just as fun as the top.
But wouldn't you be dead? Like, I don't get your analogy.
It's alright, Thalius. You'll understand when you're just a wee bit older. Ain't that right, Cassia?
Just trying.
I'm having a meal.
You sound like a boatload of fun, Cassia. And she's gonna turn herself from her.
She audibly sighs.
Do you think that she's like the opposite of her cousin? Whereas her cousin can't shut up. She just can't talk.
Not the first to say it, says Taylor.
So Gonzo, I don't want to be too inconsiderate here, sir, but you know, do you have a dessert planned too, or is this gonna be it? Because I got a little bit left of the steak. I'm trying to pace out my meal perfectly, decide whether I need to savor it and slowly eat it, or if you got a dessert, I'm gonna finish it right here, right now.
Oh, there's good dessert prepared.
I'm ready. I'm ready whenever you are.
Those are some good eating noises.
I after however many years of eating, I think I'm kind of an expert at this point.
I'm an expert.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been eating all my life, and I still fuck up sometimes. That fork just hits the side of my face sometimes, or the food ends up in my lap. So, more power to you.
Yeah,
All those years as a vegan.
It is.
I got some decades on you.
Alright, well, y'all seem like you ate that up good and fine. I'm gonna go grab the dessert now. Thalia, same deal. You don't gotta worry about it. You already slurped up your steak, right? You didn't have to worry about slurping that up. Everybody got a free meal already, but I'll send you home with an extra steak since you've been helping me out.
Yes.
You hear that, Helena? You'll have food for the road.
What? Who said I'm sharing?
No, each of us are getting sent home. Never mind, Thalius. It's okay. It's all right.
I grab desserts. I grab desserts.
Thalius and Gonzo pass out the dessert plates. There's my 4-season succotash. You open it up. He's going to describe it. You see there's like flowers and mushrooms and berries and candy in the shape of leaves, like caramel candies in the shape of leaves and chocolate truffle. It's just a little bit of everything. It's all kinds of different shapes. And he explains about how each one represents a season.
Allsweather, this seems like it's right up your alley. Thane, you like sugar?
Who doesn't?
It's definitely in the roundabouts of my alleyways. That's for sure. So she's separating into their seasons, like she's cutting up the food and separating them all each of their things. very specifically starting with the fall-oriented food first.
But your summer can't touch your winter?
Unfortunately, the seasons are not allowed to touch each other.
But doesn't spring touch summer, and summer touch autumn, and autumn touch fall, and
Now, you would think so. You would. Now, I've been around the block quite a few times when it comes to the seasonal changes, and you would think there would be a little bit of a transitionary period, right?
Now who won't shut up?
Where maybe, she gets louder as you're saying that, where maybe fall and winter can coexist for a moment, but no, you go to sleep one night, and you wake up the next, and it's winter. It's just how the seasons work.
is this some kind of conspiracy theory? I'm not one to ponder such theories as this. Seems heretical to the nature.
She just sighs, kind of closes her eyes for a second. And now, it's just lived experience, unfortunately. Oh, but we don't let that get us down. Let's enjoy the meal.
Yep. Gonzo's finally going to sit at the same table as you guys, with himself one of the dessert dishes. So I see y'all met my friend Taylor here.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I've known Taylor many years.
He's applying to be your sous chef?
That's true,
Why is he
yeah.
so- He said he's afraid to talk to you.
He's pulling her leg, I'm sure.
Well, I haven't really introduced us all, so I'm Thalius, you met me. That's my friend Thane over there, and that's Allsweather. You know Taylor. I assume you probably know Skitter and Cassia. Over there's Thalia, Helena, and here's some other people that I was helping rebuild their houses. But Gonzo, you got a fine establishment here. But if you ever want to move in over to the casino, we're building it up. We could use a chef of your caliber and artisanal quality. Make you a mainstay right over there. You can name the restaurant whatever you'd like.
I don't think I'll be changing locations anytime soon. Y'all are always welcome to come here, just as well as you've welcomed me to your place.
Have you thought about franchising?
Why would I want a franchise? It's not about the sales, it's about the art of making the cuisine.
I 100% agree with you, my fine bovine friend. And might I say, well, those horns are looking very shiny today, friend. Now, the whole point of franchising is so you can spread your art. Most of the time you lose some money, but your art spreads outwards. And look at fine Taylor right here. I can make quite a good chef one day. Maybe the franchise later.
Taylor, how you feel about trying your hand at the meal I made tonight? He's panicking a little bit. He's like, you talking about tonight? Like right now, go do it? Well, if you can't work under pressure, don't think you work for a place like this. I'll give you 30 minutes to digest what you just had, but I still got some raw ingredients in the back. I want to see what you could do. I know you came to my restaurant when it was just a Terry. You got a feel for how I cook already, Taylor. Let's see what you can do. He just kind of sits there silently. He's reliving every meal he's ever had. His dinner's flashing before his eyes. And I didn't mention earlier, but the 3 dishes you had are going to go towards your physical stats. So I already said dex, I think, but strength, dex, and con all +2 until further notice.
Awesome. Said strength, dex, con?
Yep.
Like our core stat, so my strength is 25 now.
So your mod goes up by 1.
Oh, okay.
Look at that, Taylor. A fine meal turns into a finer opportunity.
And you've been talking about the meals this entire time. It's not like you don't know how to make them.
I don't know. I feel like it's my one shot. I don't want to miss it. I've tried it at home. I can never get my hands on the ingredients. They're not cheap. I don't want to ruin them. No sense worrying, Taylor. People are fed. I'll let you fuck one up. It's not like a one-time thing. If you really want to do this. Now, our friend here, Thalius, shifting plates around. But when we start getting paying customers, I don't plan on myself passing out the meals, so you can help serving people. And between services, maybe you could try prepping and cooking. Get you up to speed on how I do it. That sounds good. That sounds great. Yeah, ease into it. Wow, I don't know why I was so nervous.
Confidence is key.
Skitter agrees.
Yeah. Can I lean a little bit into Gonzo to whisper? And we can start with a limited menu at the casino at his franchise just until he gets his bearings, you know.
I'll keep your casino in mind. But I want this place to thrive first.
Oh, first and foremost.
What would you need to make this thrive, by the way? I was just curious.
Word of mouth works pretty well. I know Valmoda don't have the most foot traffic right now, but hell, I seen a fallen building and claimed it as my own.
You know, if you don't mind me saying, my fine friends, I couldn't help but notice quite a few Ioun stones floating around here. I'm sure you have to change those out occasionally. One great way that we could spread word of mouth is we're working on getting a teleportation service back up and running in this city. If you have any spare Ioun stones lying around, we could use the power of the teleporter. I'd be more than happy to spread a few flyers and or send a few people back and forth amongst the cities.
I'm more than happy to give someone a meal for free, so they knew who I am. I went through hell and high water to get these stones. I'm not passing them out.
To each their own. I can't convince you another way. Unless one of you guys want to give it a shot. But from what I've heard, there's a saying, stubborn as a bull. And I don't feel like getting the horns tonight, personally, especially after a nice meal.
And it's shocking you'd even ask for another handout.
To be fair, it wasn't a handout this time. There was going to be the payment of me personally going to another city to tell everyone that I see about this lovely establishment.
Ah, yes, exposure.
I wanna start gathering up people's plates
Mhm.
and taking them back to the kitchen to snoop a little bit. But I'm cleaning up, looking for the dishwasher or whatever, sink.
Yeah. Give me investigation. Any specific things you're trying to keep an eye out for?
Apparently not much, but I was just trying to see if he had like potentially like a bank of other Ioun stones anywhere, or if he used them all up. See if he has like an office.
Nowhere obvious. You do kind of move some dishes, and you take a little lap, snooping a bit. Like a small sense of urgency hits you. That's going to be me thinking of your little roll of you don't want to get busted.
Yeah, and then I'll just come back and Like, you know what, Gonzo, you got a fine establishment here. If you ever need any assistance, just come on over to the casino, ask for any of us, Allsweather Thane, myself, and we'll see if we can help you out. The food was delicious. I'm more than happy to tell everybody to come here.
That's nice.
You know what?
Very nice.
This food ain't cheap. Do you mind if I pay you a little bit for the food here? I know you said it's for free, but I got some. I have the means to give you a little bit right now.
Well, it's hard to say no because trying to get started here. And I appreciate meeting some more business owners here in town. Obviously, I want as many patrons and people to experience my cuisine as possible, but someone like you guys I think it's going to be a good friend to have. A good neighbor,
yeah.
really.
Most definitely.
State Farm.
As I come up to him, I just kind of like whisper, like, "So, how much a meal like that usually set someone back?"
I never ran it out of a big city yet. I'll probably start at 10 gold and see how demand goes.
10 gold per plate, or 10 gold for everything?
For the meal.
Here, let me give you 180 gold pieces there.
You're crazy. From what I hear, most people make about 10 a week.
Yeah, your food. You know what? With that money though, definitely go ahead and do another round of this food next time you can, and we'll get some of the other people in here to try your exquisite food. You're gonna need bussers, dishwashers, all kinds of stuff. Maybe we can get you some employees here. I'm gonna give 180 gold pieces I have.
Wonderful. I think this will cover another night. Free meal for everyone who comes in. However, I'm not going to announce when this day is. And I'll tell them the money they saved here, they can go blow it at your casino.
Much obliged there, Gonzo. Good neighbors make good friends.
Yeah, your casino got a name so I can tell them about the sponsor?
You know, we're still working on that.
A horny hamster.
It's not a horny hamster.
No, it's not that.
It's down the casino to the east of here. It's the big pink building, isn't it?
Once we get a name, we'll come by and tell you.
Sure,
yeah, it's a big pink building.
Sure thing.
You know what? If it's a big pink building, how does everyone feel about the Flamingo?
Like the actual Vegas casino?
Yeah, like the actual Vegas casino. The Flamingo. Ooh. Or is there a D&D monster character that's pink? Or could be pink?
We'd have to look it up.
Fairy dragon's the only thing that comes to mind that can be pink.
We need more pink D&D monsters.
Yeah. I'm writing an angry email as we speak.
Why aren't there more pink D&D monsters?
I feel like there is a pink D&D monster, like a specifically pink one.
Or those little puff balls.
The gibbering mouth is pink.
Well, so is the little brain things are pink.
The
intellective hours.
Yeah.
What if we did?
Oh, there's a specific pink dragon.
In D&D, like books.
The pink dragon. It's an official D&D monster.
That's great.
I feel like the Dragon's Keep is like 2 on the nose. We'll workshop. We're workshopping. Well, we'll let you know. Yeah, right now it's just the
flump.
I kind of like the flump.
Pink flump.
Good luck convincing Aurelia.
It'll come down to a vote.
Oh, I think that there's some kind of wordplay we can do with the word flump.
Anyway.
I forgot to narrate it, but each meal would have had a different scenery change.
In the
I thought.
Yeah,
I just thought you were going for like a one-piece feel here.
No, each dish should have been represented in the background imagery. But after everyone's done, dishes are cleaned up, all the iron stones are going to shut down, and you are in a dilapidated building. Illusions are done.
Dinner's over.
The temperature goes back to that cool, chilly breeze that it has been for a few nights. And more time had passed than you thought would have.
Uh-oh.
It's like
It's
9
been
p.m.
80 years!
No, it's like 9 p.m. You spent like a solid 3 hours there.
Harper dish.
You know what? Maybe we could do something to honor our fine chef friend there, Gonzo. We always call it the Mimic's Treasure.
That
Not a bad idea.
sounds like a good name to me.
Base it off that main course dish. I'm going to be dreaming about that all week.
You got one for the road, so.
Let's let's make up names as we walk back. We can tell Aurelio that theirs are okay, but we're going in a different direction.
You name it the Mimic's Treasure. And maybe I can have a night. Casino night or whatever. The meal's free, but never mind. We'll talk business plans later, but maybe we could strike a deal. Be more than neighbors, be partners.
I like that.
It's a wonderful idea. I think that we could get Shayru and Thalius right here in some negotiations, and I'll just stand outside and not fuck shit up.
I am not a charismatic person. My character.
That's what Shayru is for.
Yeah. But I am wise.
Oh, I forgot to ask. A very pertinent question, as it is now about to be us all wandering through the night back to our casino home. Everyone in here had to have traveled through the city at some point, with the exception of us, 5-ish characters. Have any of you seen a brooding knight in dark armor wandering about the streets?
Well, when I got here, I didn't see anything like that. I saw a man fall right off a hippogriff. That was interesting. By the time I made it to him, he was long gone.
Oh, that was the guy outside.
Can I do a perception check as we walk to see if I see Kieran?
Yeah.
Kieran.
Skulking in the shadows?
Let me look
Yeah.
at their stat block, and I'll tell you the DC before you roll is my preference. Wrong page. They're, yeah, DC 15.
Since I'm asking about it repeatedly, would you allow that to be a help action?
Oh!
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Hey!
That's it. That's why I asked.
You should just look harder.
I also had a point of inspiration from our last session. So I was like, if this one doesn't work, I'm like, can I roll with inspiration? Eventually, a crit will happen.
Now, Thalius, did you try looking into the dark a little bit harder?
You know what? I never thought about that. It's just you have to focus your eyes, right? So you're like an owl. Looking. Wait, what's that over there?
So as you guys leave Gonzo's Bites and Sights, you take a scenic route back to your Mimic's Treasure, patent pending. You guys are looking all around. Perfect nat 20 roll. No sign of Kieran.
Oh, really?
Well, we'll find him one of these days. Let's go back. I got I'm gonna give this little extra food to Leo and Lily. They've probably been working up a storm there. Leo can suck rocks until he learns to rhyme.
I just have a feeling that Kieran's gonna end up being like a big bad at some point in this that we have to deal with. I just want to hit him before he gets too powerful.
If that's something you're saying in character, like, What are
I'm
those
thinking
things?
it out loud. Yeah, here we go. I'll go for that out. I'll go for that out loud. As I guess Thalius is looking harder. I just feel as if we'll need to find this dark knight. The brooding sort just seem to they sit on the power until all of a sudden they just stab you in the back out of nowhere, and I don't feel like dealing with that.
I'm sure that they just have some hurt feelings because we kind of came in and stole their thunder. I'm sure if we sit them down, take them back to Gonzo's Bites and Sights, and have a meal, we'll be fast friends.
I mean, I'm just saying that some of the worst villains in the history of Vimuros have had hurt feelings.
And that's why we try and make friends. Ain't that right there, Thane?
Yeah. I don't know. Was your guys' tongues kind of undercooked or something? I don't feel very well.
Mine was perfectly cooked. How? You know what? Next time you should let me try some of your food, just like a little bit of it.
Also, I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to not eat all his stuff, but something's not right.
Maybe you're just not used to your inner. What are those words? Microbiome just ain't
Microbiome.
Your inner microbiome just ain't liking it. It's like when a vegan tries meat
wonder.
after a long time. If you need a hurl, you can go anywhere. Just try not to do it on someone's bed.
Where is this spell?
I think my microbiome is about to be an outro biome, and I'm just gonna hurl up chunks of food and black ichor looking stuff. And I'm gonna drop to a knee, real bad.
You need someone to rub your back there Thane?
I don't know. This is different. This has not happened. Never been this bad before. Just it's a concerning amount.
I'm gonna pat your back and just get it all out. Get all out.
Can I do a religion check on this?
Yeah.
It sounds odd, but I just feel like maybe it might hit in the realm. That's a 16.
I mean, religion-wise, I don't know. He probably could actually go to a temple. You don't know his history that well. I don't know.
Can I do a medicine check?
Yep, you can do medicine check.
Tried that, damn it.
I want to burn also my inspiration, so it's going to be with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So close.
Medicine check, 13.
Where should have?
On my
there
screen, it teetered on a 20. I was like, oh.
Thalius, you've had food poisoning before. This looks like that, right?
Yeah. You just got to get it all out. Let's get you some water. Make sure you stay hydrated. If there's any crackers, maybe we could find some dry salt crackers around or something. That always helps.
Dude, that's kind of funny. I know we already had dessert, but I do smell like something warm and sweet. I don't know what. I don't know. It's faint right now.
We're at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. now. With the walk and stuff, maybe 10:15 at night.
All right. I want to use divine intervention to find out what the hell is going on with him.
Good luck. It's always a huge chance.
I mean, there's a chance with this one. I mean, if your roll is equal or less than 12, your deity intervenes.
Good.
I mean, it's however you want to intervene, I guess. But we'll go ahead and we'll give the roll out and just see what happens. Would I be able to do inspiration on this roll?
No.
I'm just making sure. I gotta ask.
D20 tests for inspiration.
Sorry?
No, carry on. No inspiration on this type of roll.
Okay. All right. Nope, that's a 76. So, Allsweather looks at Thane throwing up Black Ecor, and then gets into a wide stance and claps her hands together really hard in her half plate armor. All right, Shantae, you fucker. We need to know what's going on with our good friend Thane. You fucked Thane. Sorry, she's not answering right now.
Helena.
It seems like the gods have been doing that to me all day. And I hawk up another gross E-cord ball.
Helena about to do something?
She was gonna say something, but she's not going to because she's reading the room. She was gonna say it in the Allsweather, but Thane's condition is whatever. Nothing happens.
Yeah, let's get back to the casino and have you lie down for a bit. Drink some water.
No, I don't.
Well, you don't have to lie down, but at least drink some water. Get that.
The smell is overwhelming now. It's actually. I have to find it. I need it. I have to find it. It's so pungent.
I mean, if you smell it, I trust my sniffer. Mere hours go led us to something good. You say it's sweet and buttery or whatever. Let's see if we got some croissants nearby.
Yeah, that's.
I do smell. Thali will say it. Well, I do smell faint hints of the Four Seasons, whatever, in the vomit. Are you not smelling your own vomit? And I can't.
I'm gonna stand up almost very rigorous, just like almost like at attention. I'm just gonna start walking towards the scent.
Hey, now that's my move.
Well, everyone else, if you want to head back to the casino, that's probably fine. Allsweather, you want to come with me? We can keep an eye on Thane.
That's what I was gonna say. Why are you two acting like me today?
I want to give Helena, because I trust her, my leftover food, whatever, and be like, make sure Lily and Leo get this, and if there's any left over, I guess Aurelio could have some.
Yes, feed the children. Of course, of course. With her task, she will speed up.
Right. This way, we don't have extra NPCs.
I like that we were in the same mindset, because I was just about to be like, hey Helena, hey Thalia, why don't you get out of here? I don't need you dying on me out of nowhere.
I go from walking to power walking to kind of jogging at this point.
Oh, Thane, hey,
clink, 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 clink.
You got to run in your shorts, something what's the get up?
I don't know. Suddenly, I don't maybe because I just emptied everything out of me, but I'm so hungry. I need to find whatever this scent is. I need it right now.
Oh, okay. Well, let's find it.
Shut up.
Someone's a little hungry.
That was just a little bit rude now.
You're not you when you're hungry, Allsweather. I think that's Everyone got a Snickers bar.
State Farm and Snickers, that's what we got going on.
Is my danger sense going off the more Thane gets ravenous?
Tell me about your danger sense.
It's more like if I'm about to be attacked, it gives me bonuses, but I feel like if Thane is about to turn on us to try and eat us, that's when it would go off. Or if someone's about to surprise attack us.
It's not gonna go off, but it's teetering.
Huh.
Give me perception.
I'm tripping over myself at this point, because I am withered away, right? So I'm not it's not a graceful run, but I'm like it's like what the fuck is happening? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of stumbly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Allsweather, we might want to give Thane a little distance. At least stay within 30 feet of him.
Sorry, are we both doing, before I respond to you, are we both doing perception checks here?
Everybody.
I got
Perception.
21.
I see that.
23.
Ooh. It's
Um,
not a competition.
Look, it's not about the size of your perception check.
It's just about how you use the carrot. I get it.
Yeah. It's about how crunchy it is.
Yeah.
So just as everybody has smelt Bonzo's meal filling up the whole city, it's a beautiful fragrance. Thane, you smell a wonderful, beautiful meal cooking up around the whole city.
Finally, my turn.
You're both over 20 rolls though. You don't smell a beautiful, great meal. You smell. You don't hear. Let me think. Perception 23. 23 perception. You maybe hear like a couple of stone shifting or something fall kind of in the distance. But you both kind of smell a mix between rotting flesh and BO.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you guys are going to smell. You definitely smell like something's here. You smell the BO. The BO's really the one that's getting you. Like, there's no way this whole section is bad smell odor.
Hearing that, I would like to use one of my class actions. Eyes of the Grave.
Mm-hmm.
Throw that in the chat right there. For our listeners, this says, as an action, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic until the end of your next turn. So what I'm looking for here, since it's turn-based on here, what I'm looking for is a indication like, do I pick up undead?
So for you, locating undead, how far does it go? 60 feet?
60 feet.
Every square inch is undead within 60 feet. There's no empty space.
So as we jog, Allsweather's just gonna start laughing. Oh, Thalius.
What is it? What is it? I like to take my little yellow ribbon I have and put it on my nose.
We're surrounded by the undead. It's about to become a bloodbath here.
You know what? You don't have a better ally than me in this situation. Let's like I said, let's make sure Thane's got some distance, and I take my hammer out to carry while we walk.
So I'm trying to think of a way to yell this to where Thane might hear it and might understand.
I'm within 60 feet, so.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a way to say it without saying it, you know what I mean?
Trying to speak in code.
Yeah. God, have you said which goddess you specifically follow yet?
No.
Okay, I'm trying to... So she's gonna yell out,
Hello?
for anyone who can hear, just so you know,
21.
the Pathfinders of Shantaea have arrived in the vicinity, as well as a paladin of the three goddesses. Here we may or may not carry out our sacred duty against those which have forsaken the natural order of life.
Allsweather put a fucking rock in it! And I'm gonna, sprint even faster now.
That's all I had to say to him, Thalius. He heard it. He's just being an asshole right now.
Well,
Thane or Event. Con save.
Let me pull up my thingy. Con save.
Hey, look at that.
It's pretty good. Alright, you're able to sprint. You can do, what's your normal speed? 30? So
I believe it is 35 normal.
35. So your dash speed would be 70. I'm gonna give you like another 15 feet on top of that, so 85 feet per turn if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm fucking booking it. I'm going to wherever this thing is leading me. This smell is leading me.
You ever
I
see
feel
him
like
move that
that
fast?
Hmm?
You ever see him move that fast? I ain't seen him move that fast ever.
No, if I'm correct, I have a feeling that we may be pulling Thane off of a corpse here soon. But I think that, at least for me, I can dash 60 feet, so that kind of works out with us wanting to stay back a little bit from him.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep pace behind him, but I'll be 10 feet behind him. I can dash 100 feet.
Okay.
Between the two of you, let's see. Let me look at wisdoms. 19 wisdom. It's not like a field, all's weather. You see, like, you could probably find a way to cut them off and keep up with them in different ways than just booking it and getting through the difficult terrain.
I definitely want to get through the difficult terrain and keep up, but I don't want to get exactly on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine. Just saying, although raw speed, Thane's much faster right now, but if you wanted to, maybe with some other type of skill checks, you can make a shortcut or climb over something that someone else wouldn't have seen.
I like to keep, like, flanking distance, so still within, like, a 20-30 feet range, but, like, flanking wise.
Works for me.
All's weather, this is why I tell you to do your calisthenics in the morning.
It's not that I'm not in shape. It's not this half plate and this damn heavy shield that... Oh, I'll explain later.
I'm like dexterously moving through the terrain too. Like I'm like, vaulting over debris and doing flips and shit. Like stuff that you're like, this man is way too gaunt to be pulling any of this stuff off.
And you're in plate armor too, right?
Yeah, not. I don't think it's full plate.
Or like half plate.
I think we're
is mithril.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still light. So
yeah,
Mithril's specifically light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thane, you come to like a cul-de-sac of sorts, of ruins. It's essentially a dead end, and in the center is the entire body of a boar, but no head. Just a beheaded, quite large boar.
Mm.
And it's probably been dead for like 6 days. It's like gross terms.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna run up to it, like stop in my tracks and like sniff it out. I don't think it's exactly what I'm looking for.
This is not what you've been smelling the whole time.
No, it's not it. Almost like a rabid dog at this point, just like.
Also, I'm going to say you've been straight up booking it for probably 20 minutes. Or like, maybe not 20 minutes, but like triathlons, like it's been quite the pursuit. The whole time you're running, that smell of your wonderfully cooked meal is getting stronger and stronger. Your desperation for food, you haven't eaten in 10 days, really? When did you start traveling Argos? Yeah, it's been like
that's
maybe.
A good question.
It's
been a while.
It's been like 14 or 15 days now where you have not fully been satiated by anything you've eaten. So you've been getting.
Can I throw the boar corpse in anger?
Yeah. We'll get to that. I kind of have to do a backstep and add some shit.
Contact.
But yeah, you've been getting more hungry. You've been dropping weight. You've been throwing up most meals. You can hardly hold down water to be hydrated right now. As you got this smell of finally something I can eat, you get that burst of adrenaline and you're sprinting. Yeah, you can throw the boar. The smell's getting stronger and stronger, and then it just quits when you get to that boar's beheaded body.
I grab it by a hoof and just like slam the corpse into a wall down the way. Just like.
Do you say anything?
I mean, I would let out like a where? I need it.
Nice. Allsweather and Thalius, you've been trying to keep up. And just when you thought you lost him, you hear that scream. Thane, give me a con save. You're, I've just been hoofing it. Yeah, you're still doing fine. I guess these con saves have been... You might pass out with just how much exertion versus energy you got there. You're on verge of...
I'm at the limit.
Yeah, you're getting there. Allsweather, Thalius, you walk up to this little cul-de-sac where that beheaded boar was just thrown.
Thane, buddy, you doing okay there?
I'm gonna get some height on everything. See if I can see anything by climbing up 35 feet.
Good.
Or I guess as much running speed as I got. I'll just straight up, whatever.
Nice. All right, you're King Kong on the side of a building, looking through the cul-de-sac, looking in the opening. Everybody, give me perception. Thane with advantage.
Allsweather, you think that he's possessed?
No, Thalius, I think that our fine friend here may or may not have contracted a disease.
Cloak flowing in the wind.
I think that we might eventually get to see how Paladin of the Order handles becoming an undead.
Oh, you know that if he becomes an undead, we gotta kill him, right?
No, I am very well aware of having to put down undead friends. Thalius.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
She just nods and like looks up at Thane. That's a 23 from Allsweather.
Yeah, Allsweather, that's great. We'll go from
Thane. I was gonna say, Thane, buddy, did you smoke some PCP? You okay?
I did a load of DMT.
I talked to the Buddha.
I smoked bath salts.
Thane,
No.
You're near friends. It's okay. You can come down.
And this is basically Miami.
Please, I'm trying to focus. And then I will like spit down at you, and it'll be a bloody tooth.
Your tooth?
You don't know.
Who knows? Wasn't the mimic.
Whose tooth is that?
Okay. It is in game, also in my house, 11:13 p.m.
Ooh.
It's one night away from the full moon. It's high in the sky, with all the dancing lights kind of out. And there's no light pollution, is what I'm getting at. The moon is shining brightly through the city now, the ruined city.
This is my other theory.
It's a specifically bright night. Thalius, with your 21, you catch a glimpse of... was that pectorals and abdominals? As they slide behind a column somewhere. Thane, you see a couple more animal bodies, and you see one, two, give me, roll a d4.
This has to do with the fucking head cold, doesn't it?
No, we're not there yet. That's like a Terry that
Four.
the other people are searching out right now. 1d4 was a 3, 4, either way. Well, Thane, you see 3 boar's heads. They're at people standing height. You see the heads at about 6 feet off the ground. You can't quite fully make out what you're seeing as it's shifting around, but they're all staring directly at you. The eyes are hollowed out. And Allsweather. Let me raise my thing at. You get full frontal nudity of not nudity, full frontal. I hope their size is right. Why? Oh, why isn't there? It goes. Also, whether you do see the full man. Yeah, there's a barely dressed person, very beast-like human, with a other animal's head dressed up on them.
Hey, Thalius.
Yeah.
Now, I still subscribe to my initial theory that Thane here might eventually be our first undead paladin. However, in the event that that is not right, how do you feel about anthropomorphic, for lack of a better term, lycanthropes?
Thalius, your danger sense kicks in fully. It's been on edge for nearly an hour. You are not surprised whenever you hear and all's weather is charged by the
We might have to talk about this next time.
The
Or later.
first Dark Blood Druid with magical axes in each hand. The noise that it's letting out, you do see this is a hollowed out pig's head, but the mouth is moving as it's making noises and the ear twitches once as it's sprinting through the wind. We'll see you guys next week when the Dark Blood Druids try their hand at 3 people.
What an outro. That's like
yeah.
a Reddit search.
Yeah, what'd you say it was?
It's like a Reddit search. Dark Blood Druids try their hand at 3 people.
Yeah. Come back next week where we see what a little battle looks like when a druid dips their toe in necromancy.
Ooh. Undead lycanthropes.
Mm-hmm.
I would like it to be known, I did ask about the full moon much earlier in this session.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with the moon. I had the play to your queries. Thane Orvant, as you see this hulking person charging towards Allsweather on the ground level. That's your smell. That's your meal.
Oh. All that making fun of Alistair. Just masking.
Hell yeah, I'm saving it. I'm saving it for next time.
That's right. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Talking about bites. Talking about sights. That's what we do here.
You really gotta write you an outro to start doing.
Yeah.
No. I'm a professional.
I love how the tusks of this boar are coming from his neck.
Yeah, there's the collarbone tusks. Listen, we don't have an artist or an income to pay an artist. We work with what we have.
Just the hairy ass shoulders.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Alright. Sweet, man. There's that.